What's up? Start to Perspective podcast, and this is the extended version to my episode. So this is part two. The episode I was just talking about. I said I was going to speak on Kendrick Lamar and then the Drake situation. So first, I'm gonna start off with the. We're gonna start off with Kendrick Lamar. So just released a surprise new album called GNX 12 track album, which is a performer's sixth studio release, dropped on his social media pages as around 1700 GMT on Friday. So like a couple weeks back, he dropped his a new album, surprise everybody. Got a couple people on there. SZA, Kamazi, never heard of him, Washington, among some others. I listened to it. I have to listen to it again, but my first reaction to it, I'm a, so from 0 out of 10, I'm gonna give it a 6.5. Give it a 6.5 to like a 7. Now I feel like it's gonna iron out to be like a 7 once I listen to it again. I might find another track that I like. But out of the tracks, I did like about four of them. There was some main ones that kind of caught my attention. I was noted I was doing some other shit while I was listening to it, but I was listening to it. But like that's kind of how I do it. I gotta like let the songs hit, catch me, and then like I might go back in depending on how the track is. The first top track that I love, a lot of people actually were speaking on too on this one, was TV Off, I think it is. Really fuck with that track. A lot of people fucks with Squabble Up. It was pretty good. That's another track I liked it. Whacked Out I like, and I liked the GNX. So I think it was a nice solid album for my first run, giving it a 6.5. When I run it back, I will tell you guys how I feel about it from there. But that first run, like I said, I was doing some other shit, but I had it playing in the background. So these was the tracks that stood out to me outside of out of the album. While we speaking on Kendrick Lamar, we're gonna speak on my boy Drake. So it's kind of hard because Drake is. I'm not gonna say he's one of my favorite artists, but I fuck with Drake. Like he's a good artist. He's been in a couple beefs with different people all the time. It's like a bunch of people always jumping a nigga, but whatnot. But whatever it is. Anyways, he had a beef with not a beef, but like a back and forth pretty much battle with Kendrick Lamar. And after a while, Kendrick Lamar came out with the track "Not Like Us." When he came out with that track, it kind of like stormed and hit the city and hit. I was actually in LA when the track came out, so it was ridiculous. I remember exactly what I was doing and everything because it was a smooth, chill last. I feel like it was a Friday too or a Saturday, but I know it was a weekend. And Cali was, they was just up. They got one. That's all they was feeling like. You know what I'm saying? But that that track definitely hit. And my boy Drake decided to take some legal action. Now, over the song "Sex Offender," claimed Drake has filed a second legal action against record label Universal Music over Kendrick Lamar hit "Not Like Us," which was released at the height of the pair's feud earlier this year. Now, he's not sending this to Kendrick Lamar himself. He's This is to the label because obviously they're on the same label. I didn't know that at first, but now I know. But they're on the same label. And he's pretty much saying that they boost the attention and like the hype on the Not Like Us to get a lot of people to like play it or saying tune into it type of thing. And it's kind of like being in bed, like being like fighting with somebody you in bed with. So like, how do you how do you navigate this? um how can you put another artist, knowing that you have this artist ahead of this one, pushing a narrative to make this artist sound like a pedophile or all this other crazy shit that Kendrick Lamar stated in his rap. Now, not saying that Drake didn't say some crazy shit back to Kendrick Lamar too, because he had the abusive shit that he was talking about and all the other shit that was going on with him and his K Dot and his wife, pretty much. So he did speak on certain shit himself, because I mean, abuse is terrible too. Abuse, but pedophile is terrible. That's another low. That's another low. Like you have I still feel like there's tears, but it's like the lesser evil. I don't know. You have abusive relationship, being abusive, and then I swear, me myself, I feel it's a little lower when you go pedophile. When you touching kids or doing all this shit, even rape or any of the other situations. Um, Abuse can happen to either one, and well, this can happen in either one and either spectrum. So like the abuse or the pedophile thing. But with the abuse, there's so many different ranges of how this abuse can happen. With pedophile, it's pedophile. You fucking with kids, you fucking with kids. It has no cut and dry with that shit. That is it. Like you're even looked at in the jail or prison as the motherfucker to jump on. So like they don't like when killing kids or doing anything with kids. It's like it's shunned in the world. Like we know that now abuse is definitely a big thing too as well. But when we talking pedophile, it's people love the kids. Listen, if there's some things I will crash out about, if I had a kid, that'd be something I will crash out about. And what I mean by crash out is I will have to kill somebody. Just what it is. I will have to let somebody know what it is, because you was not about to you're not about to abuse um or rape, sexual assault any of my kid, my youngest. Like no, we ain't doing that. So Drake, when it comes to the rap side of this, it makes you a little bit on the weaker end of it. But when it comes to the business side of it, I understand you fully, because this is drill. And like that's something you just don't want to be put in the like label at all. Like I said, you don't want to be put in as abusive guy, but you don't ever want to be labeled as a motherfucking pedophile. Like I feel like in senses people came back from abusive relationships. I don't want to speak on nobody's names, but come on, y'all know. But coming back from pedophile, that it's like none. It's I don't know of it. So I ain't speaking on niggas' name because like that's what I'm not here to do is drop names like that. But yeah, that's how I feel about that. Drake. This is my boy Charlemagne off the Breakfast Club. I always give a shout out to y'all because you guys are one of my people I go to for news too as well. Like I said, as well as Stephen A, my boy Shannon Sharp and Old Show, y'all as well. And a little bit of Gil Arenas and whatnot, but I'm fucking with the Jeff Teague show. I believe it's the 50. I'm gonna have it the next time I whatever. But that podcast, y'all doing y'all thing too as well. But right now we got the Breakfast Club, and we got Donkey of the Day, man. And pretty much he just speaks on. I'm gonna just let y'all know. Yeah, he's gonna let y'all know who's the Donkey.
Just hilarious. Donkey of the Day for Monday, December 2nd goes to Aubrey Drake Graham. We was on vacation all last week, so I didn't get the opportunity to properly give Drake the credit he deserves for being stupid. But if you haven't heard, last week, Frozen Moments LLC, a company managed by Drake, filed a petition in the New York Supreme Court accusing UMG and Spotify of engaging in a scheme to ensure Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us broke through on multiple streaming platforms. According to the petition, Aubrey Graham claimed the label used dishonest tactics to increase the number of listeners for Not Like Us on Spotify and radio stations. He also filed another petition against UMG alleging defamation and claiming that the label could have stopped the release of Not Like Us, which the rapper said in the document is a song falsely accusing him of being a sex offender. Let's go to ABC News for the report, please.
Drake is filing a petition against Universal Music Group and Spotify, accusing the companies of, quote, artificially inflating the spread of Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. In the New York court filing, Drake alleges UMG and Spotify, quote, deceived consumers into believing the song was more popular than it was, manipulating the streaming services to make the song go viral. UMG released a statement saying in part the suggestion that UMG would do anything to undermine any of its artists is offensive and untrue.
Now, I told y'all back in May on my Brilliant Idiots podcast, I might have even said it here on Breakfast Club, I don't remember, but I told y'all Drake was going to file a lawsuit. I told you Drake was going to sue. He is a multi-billion-dollar entity. No multi-billion-dollar entity is going to allow you to call him a pedophile or a sex offender and not take some sort of legal action. But here's the thing. The person who has the real defamation case in this situation is Kendrick's woman. Because Drake not only said Kendrick was beating on her, he said that Dave Free, Kendrick's business partner and friend, was the real father to one of Kendrick's kids. So if you're going to accuse somebody of defamation, you must first make sure you too aren't guilty of defamation, okay? Drake saying that Kendrick defamed him is indeed the pot calling the kettle beige, but that's not even why I'm giving him Donkey of the Day. Okay, I'm giving him Donkey of the Day because Drake is proving without a shadow of a doubt that he simply doesn't understand culture. I used to debate with my man Glasses Malone. Drop on the clues bombs for Glasses Malone. You can listen to his No Ceilings podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio podcast network. I used to debate with Glasses when he would say things like, Drake isn't hip hop. He would say Drake is not culture. Glasses would actually say Drake is Madonna. He's pop. He's manufactured. And you know, after this lawsuit, I have to say, I agree. Because Drake doesn't understand how any of this works. Number one, Not Like Us was very popular. Okay, it's still very popular. It was an instant smash. All right, Not Like Us isn't just a hit record. It's a rare cultural phenomenon. Records like that don't come along too often. Records like that can't be programmed. I don't care how much money you spend at radio or on playlists, whatever it is. When something is a cultural phenomenon, you can't buy that. Okay, you can't buy culture, Drake. Not Like Us was a cultural identifier for a whole coast. I wouldn't be surprised if California made the state motto, they Not Like Us one day. Right now, their state motto is Eureka. So they need an upgrade, okay? And They Not Like Us would absolutely be a better model, but that's what Drake doesn't understand because Drake is absolutely one of the biggest artists in the world, okay? He has a cult-like following. Not just a cult-like following, he has some of the most loyal D-Riders on the planet. In fact, drop on the clues bombs for Drake's D-Riders. There are people amongst us who sit on Drake's penis the way Drake was sitting on the CN Tower on the Views album cover, okay? But even with Drake's huge fan base, don't think for 1 second, whatever the label UMG was doing to promote, Not Like Us, they were doing the same thing for you your whole career. Okay, if one of those diss records you put out would have taken off and been a cultural phenomenon like Not Like Us, the record label would have pushed that too. How would you be clowning Kendrick right now if Kendrick said, UMG, you didn't have to let Drake put that record out accusing me of beating my lady. You didn't have to let Drake put that record out saying my child isn't really mine. I'm trying to get you to see why you look like a complete and total sucker, Drake. Okay, not to mention, once again, you are a huge artist, but don't believe your own hype too much because those same tricks you are accusing UMG of doing for Not Like Us, they have done for you your whole career. There was a time when Drake was on the cover of every playlist on the browser page of Spotify. Okay, they did it with Apple too. I think it was called Scorpion Season or something like that. And he took over multiple playlists on the same day. All I'm saying, Aubrey, is stop acting like you haven't been the beneficiary of record label technology. Okay, you being a whole hoe simply because you lost. Simply because Kendrick Lamar kicked your ass lyrically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. And anybody acting like this is anything more than Drake's feelings being hurt, you a hoe too. A OV hoe to be exact. Okay?
Nigga said
He's fighting the same war that Michael Jackson fought. Drake is taking a stand for the art and the artist. People who are running with that narrative would hold Drake's penis while he pees and shake it for him when he's finished. Okay, Drake has been handling this terribly since Not Like Us dropped. And please, let's keep this in mind. Drake, you're in this position because you tapped out. Okay, you chose to tap out after you heard Not Like Us. Kendrick dropped too much tune for your head top. Okay, he gave you Euphoria, 616 in LA, Meet the Grams, and Not Like Us. It was too much for you because you didn't have to tap out after the Hard Part 6. You could have went in the studio and gave us a bop. You the bop guy. You could have got with some ghostwriters, went in the studio and wrote a hit to combat Not Like Us, but you chose not to. You tapped out. Kendrick won, and he told you to squabble up, not lawyer up, but you chose to get the lawyers because you lost the squabble. Please give Aubrey Drake Graham the sweet sounds of the Hamiltons.
You are the donkey of the day. You are the donkey of the day. Yeehaw.
And I'm gonna tell Drake exactly, what I've been telling him since the summer. Take a break. Go away. Let nostalgia bring you back. People will miss you. You see what J. Cole is doing. People don't even care. He tapped out of the rap battle anymore.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's taking folks down memory lane with the audio scripted series he's doing. He got the 10-year anniversary of Forest Hill Drive is coming in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Just announced Dreamville.
Just announced Dreamville Fest. Like, yo, nostalgia will bring you back. You have that much history in the game, Drake. But right now, you need to take a break because this Kendrick tidal wave ain't stopping no time soon.
What was Michael Jackson fighting for?
Oh, they said they were taking Michael Jackson down because he owned all the catalogs.
He owned half of
Sony
ATV's publishing.
Yeah, so they said
he owned like damn near half of all the publishing in the music industry.
So they said they were taking him down, and
that I believe though.
Yeah,
that's the only.
And that they were saying that he was touching kids and touching boys because of that.
Yeah, I remember. Oh wow, that's why I remember all that. But okay, and then they try to compare it to what Drake is going to.
All right, well let's open up the phone lines. What's your thoughts? 800-58.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's crazy work. I ain't gonna lie. That's my boys. That's my boy Charlemagne and the Breakfast Club. Drake, it's not looking good for you, brother, man. It's not. But like I said, I'm in your corner in the sense of making music. If you stay making music, stay doing that, do that. But if it's another battle, bro. You can't be acting. You gotta be there. You gotta handle yours. But I understand that it's just tricky because it's just like it's so close to home. Y'all all on the same fucking label. It's weird. Well, that's all. Just wanted to tap back in, put that little soundbite in there so I can throw that into the thing. I don't know why I'm even speaking to. So this is not all the way to go to court yet. He just took the action. So it's pretty much throwing the case out there. Hopefully they take it or whatever. But I don't know if it might go or whatnot. But a statement from Universal. The suggestion. Now, oh wait, my bad. So after him taking that action, Drake taking that action and saying that this is what they were doing, boosting and pushing, saying the Not Like Us trill, song and pushing another narrative that he's a pedophile, you know what I mean? So, a statement from Universal Music after him taking this action, legal action, they said, quote, the suggestion that UMG would do anything to undermine any of its artists is offensive and untrue. We employ the highest ethical practices in our marketing and promotion campaigns. No amount of contrived and absurd legal argument is this pre-action submission can mask the fact that fans choose the music that they want to hear. So this is a pre-action submission, pretty much. That's how you submit it, pretty much, to take it to the court or whatnot. He wanna get, I guess, the information to know if they did push me myself. I'm gonna say my outcome on it. I think I think they are. I believe that they are definitely doing this. Now, I'm not going to take away from the track. The song is great, and it when it hit. Like, not saying that all of that is like bot or any of that. Like, it really was a hit. Do I feel like they did push it? Yeah. It was sometimes it was just like me myself feeling like, damn, nigga, like this ain't the only track in the world, but I understand it was coming at the biggest artist at the time. It was a good ass track at the time. We didn't even have good music right now. At that moment, it was nothing like people was listening to music, but niggas wasn't like keyed in on niggas like that. Because honestly, music has really been a lot more drier. Like, I haven't been able to really like focus in on the artists. Sometimes they go in and out, and so I haven't been able to really even listen to people's albums. This is the first album that I was able to listen to. I wanted to listen to because I wanted to make a reaction to it. So, Kendrick Lamar, you're the first to my reactions, but not the last. I will start doing reaction videos to these. Um, and then maybe we can get some reaction videos of like some music videos too as well. So, like I said, just more and more stuff, more and more content that I want to kind of get into and just slowly start pushing. But it's definitely on my end on like me staying consistent, and I just need to do that. So bear with me, guys. So Kendrick Lamar, nice album. Give it a 6.5. My top track, TV off. Drake, you lost, bro. Kind of lost this battle, but you're not done. You know, let's see what this this action submission, this pre-action submission do. Like, let's see how it goes. I'm gonna keep you guys posted on that. On any new news on that, but I will say this is giving nothing but more attention to Kendrick Lamar. And at the time where he just dropped another album, like, you are making it worse. But I also just heard too that I guess the tickets for Kendrick Lamar, his concert, just went up. Like, I think I saw somebody said like it was 700 for a Kendrick Lamar ticket. And then I also saw like a little news of one of the fans going berserk crying over the ticket sales. Like, come on, this is just what it's gonna be. Always commodity. He's gonna be on the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? He just dropped the album. He just went at the top artist that's been running it for over 20 now, like 15 years or whatnot. Drake, like, come on, get his man something. So, um, I do feel for the fans that was diehard fans and that want to see him and probably not able to see him now because it's gonna boot up like those prices. That's just the beginning. 700, yeah, that's just the beginning. You know, once he do the Super Bowl after that, and after the little aftermath of that, like, yeah. But let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. I will say this. This is a theory I just thought of. Do y'all think he needed to come out with an album because they knew that they're not going to be able to play the Not Like Us track? Or do you even think that they're going to play it? Do you think that they're going to play that track? And if so, will it be the whole song? Will they cut out parts? Like pedophile? Will they be cutting that out? Or will they be saying that? Will they be standing on that? NFL, are y'all standing on business? UMG, is y'all standing on business? K Dot, are you standing on business? We gonna see. Doubt it. Y'all ain't gonna jump off and say that. Um, but yeah, it's also gonna be stupid if he doesn't. Like if he don't perform that track, don't y'all think? Let me know in the comments. Do y'all think it'd be? Do y'all think it'd be stupid of him or stupid of the NFL for them to not let him perform that track because of what it's come, what it's gotten, the attention that it's brought, or they got their right to just tell the motherfucker don't play that, you know what I'm saying, do whatever. But I'm gonna say this: half of all the attention that's going on right now is because of that Not Like Us track. And it's not because of the Super Bowl. It was because of Not Like Us. Super Bowl booted it up. But what it was that got everyone attention was Not Like Us. So if that track is not played, NFL just dicked on us. They just dicked us around. Y'all let me know in the comments. Um, is Drake winning or is he losing this in this battle? Is he going to win or lose in this pre-action submission? Do you think they're going to take it to court? Do you think he's going to be able to get that access to that information to know, to learn, to know, figure out if they were putting this energy into that track? Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. I'm your host, Levelle Ford. This is the Artist Perspective Podcast, and we out, bro.